Alright guys, welcome back to the secondary stream where we should be resuming Na'Vi and Virtus.pro if all goes according to plan. Obviously there were some issues with Pasha's PC. He had a VAC authentication error that booted him and they replaced his PC, but I think we're going underway pretty much now. So
yes, let's get back into the game.
Fingers crossed we can get this game finished. It was an 8-1 lead for Virtus.pro, starting off on the CT side of Nuke. So it was looking quite convincing, and Na'Vi weren't really looking all that hot, to be honest.
Yeah, they didn't really show much against Virtus.pro, but then again, it's Nuke on the CT side. It has to be expected. Virtus.pro is still looking solid. No gaps, no little crevices for Na'Vi to exploit so far. So
yeah.
It's as to be expected, really. And I think if they continue with this kind of momentum, that Virtus.pro, if they get as many rounds as we'd expect them to, get 12, 13 rounds on the CT side of Nuke, they'll probably end up taking the map and qualifying to the round of 8.
Yeah, I mean, it's 8-1. It's not like it's really far from over.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. It is Nuke. If they can get 2 or 3 more rounds, then it should be all right.
And man, that I was in the break there. I was checking out the match on the other stream, the NIP match against LDLC on Overpass. It's so hype.
Yeah,
so
very hype, very hype. NIP with that comeback.
Oh, I don't know what's going on now.
Yeah, you really wanna know.
I really want to know
what's going to happen in that match.
There's so many games.
Sadly,
yeah.
Oh,
you're
casting Na'Vi versus Virtus.pro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch all the games that I missed tomorrow when I'm back home.
So nobody tweet DDK with the scores or anything. Don't tell him he wants.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Oh, you're gonna watch the matches anyway?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch them anyway.
Even though you know the score.
Fair Still enough. Stuff to be learned.
Why not?
Things to be gained by doing it.
One of the players in the toilet.
I was actually going to bring that up in a more eloquent manner, but sure, you can go with that.
Okay, go on then. Show us how eloquent it can be.
You already just broached the subject of a player being in the bathroom, so I think we'll just leave it there.
All right.
So there's going to be a small
I'm nice and direct.
Yeah.
That's what's nice about me.
But the thing is, right, we just had like an hour of like fixing Pasha's PC. It's like, oh no, now I need to go, guys. I need to go to the bathroom now.
Yeah, I had an hour where I could go to the toilet, but the urges came up now. Fair enough. I mean, you can't really control your urges.
That happens to me all the time. It's like, hey, Dan, we've got a break. I'll be back in like 15 minutes. Oh, okay. And I'm just like sitting and playing my phone. It's like 2 minutes left. It's like, oh, crap, I need to go to the bathroom. Had to rush to the bathroom.
Avela confirms this.
Yeah, I mean, this is like atrocious behavior. This is like procrastination at its finest. I'm a master of procrastination. Don't test me. I'll procrastinate everything.
Yeah?
All the things.
I'm pretty good at that as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should we have a competition?
To be honest, it will not be fruitful for any of us, but yeah, we can if you like. One thing I would like to mention, a funny story. Came in to sign into the hotel last night, came in pretty late. This guy was asleep. And check this, right? My name's Mohammed, you guys know that.
Yeah.
And so I asked the receptionist, and he goes, so who are you coming for? And I said, oh, the room that Dan's booked. And he's like, all right. And he calls Dan. Dan's asleep, wakes up. And he goes, do you know Mohammed? And he's like...
Yeah, I couldn't hear what he said.
And he's like, Mohammed? He's like, is it a Vela? and the guy, the receptionist had the most quizzical look on his face. And
yeah, he sounded so confused.
And he looks at me, and he goes... And I heard Dan going, Avela. And the receptionist just looks at me and just passes me the phone. He's like, what is this madman saying? And I'm like, Dan, are you all right? He's like, oh, hi. I'm like, all right, so can I come up? And he's like, yeah, sure. And I tell the guy, yeah, it's just my online name.
Wait, online name. Yeah, I'm a nerd. By the way, no, what it really is, right, is that
you just don't know my real name. You don't know my real name.
Well, why did she call you Mo? And I was like, I was just woken up, so I was like, oh, what's going on? But anyway, so this is how it works, right?
Okay.
So when you go through life, you're given this name, right, and it's your slave name, your internet name. You get to choose that, so it's a real name.
But I was 11 when I made up my name, so it's not my real name. I would love to change my name.
No, but you chose it for yourself.
It sounds so stupid.
You didn't choose your name for yourself.
But at least my parents were like adults and mature, knowledgeable adults, not 11-year-old kids.
Like
who were playing like Lego Online and these games at that time.
That's true.
And RuneScape and whatnot.
Are you dissing Lego Online? You
bastard. No, it was great. It was a great part of my childhood. But I'm just dissing myself. I'm saying, honestly, Avela is not the best name to pick. Really.
What does it even mean?
It doesn't mean anything. I was 10.
That's what I thought.
I must have been a smart child. I must have been smarter as a child than I am now, because Avela must have meant something. It's not a name a 10-year-old makes up. Like, where does it come from?
I don't know.
The root word is to avail, but like avail, it's not a real word. I must have been like William Shakespeare, making up new words and stuff. From as a 10-year-old.
Did he do that? Did he make up new words?
Yeah, he made up like 50% of the English language. Yeah, a lot. He made up a lot of new words. I'm serious. I'm not even
50%
joking.
English language.
Not 50%, but okay, don't quote me on that.
Oh
Don't,
my
guys,
God.
oh my God, Availor, it's not 50%. Yeah, no.
People are googling Shakespeare now to look for his incredible,
It's not 50.
incredible contributions.
He
to
had
the
incredible
English language.
contributions, but not 50%.
All right, well,
I exaggerate things, but we're back in.
Yeah.
We're back in. Oh my days.
you got saved.
I got saved by the stream. Virtus.pro 8-1 ahead. Navi on an eco round, but Guardian has an AK and armor, and I think he saved it from the round before.
All right.
Zeus with that little spray through the smoke. P250 sees. Has that hole to check through. That's Squeaky. See whether one of the CTs might be behind that door in the A site. But Byali, who's the only person on the ground in A main, is over near the hut behind the point. Ooh.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Snax is
ouch.
snaxed. He's
Good night,
out of the
mate.
match, thanks to
Good night.
Guardian, indeed. So that's a good way to open up the round, of course, having such a disadvantage. It's a shame they can't pick up that weapon easily.
Yeah,
that's a really
quite
big shame
far
for them.
distance. Guardian already goes down to Neo. He tries to push ramp. Neo gets another frag on Zeus. He's running out of bullets with that M4. Has to reload sometime soon. And the terrorists already lost 2 men. And starix able to pick up that gun, however, but no armor for him, unlike Guardian. And they're taking their time. Seized still at Squeaky, seeing if he can get a frag. And I think he's going to get support coming in from one of the players who are outside. Will come in towards main, but Byali's just waiting there. TaZ is there in support as well. He'll make the frag. Byali takes down Edward. TaZ with a double. Virtus.pro make it 9-1. Comfortable lead so far, but it's as to be expected. Looking at pick and predictions, 56% say Virtus.pro, 44% say Navi. So there's more hope with the polls so far from the community.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Oh my goodness.
What is that?
Oh my goodness, Pasha.
Why is he pasting that over and over again?
It's something he said in on his stream once. Either way, we're gonna see Byali here ready up on the door, and it's like
my biceps. What is that? What is that?
Passionate man. It's the ravings of a bicep-obsessed lunatic. He's gone nuts.
He doesn't cheat in Counter-Strike, but I'm sure he cheats in bodybuilding. Oh, shots fired! Shots fired! Steads! No, I'm kidding.
Alright, well, it's a lobby hold here for Navi as they try to assess the situation. Obviously, the smoke's going to slow them down somewhat as Virtus.pro are ready on the defense. Pretty good positions, actually. One up on the hut, one on floor there. And they have a man in garage. So it's a pretty standard setup here coming in from Virtus.pro. And Pasha even lurking from heaven.
It is an 8 push here. Terrorist flashes go down. Molotov as well, but the smoke diffuses it. In fact, it's a fake as they go towards the ramp area. Byali gets the frag on Edward. Snax holding ramp. And get a frag on Zeus. Neo's there to support. He'll get kicked down. And a third. Really nicely done by Neo. Good Molotov as well by the CTs.
That was they just completely busted that. If there was an idea there, it got completely just squashed by Virtus.pro. I mean, they had the play on upper where they do that awesome. It's like a really awesome smoke where you land the smoke just in front of the hut door, so you can run onto the front of the silo basically. So you're covered from heaven and you're facing main, and at the same time they're rushing ramp, and it's hard to see what the plan was there, as it's kind of like a watered down rush on either side.
Exactly. And the thing is, one thing I've started to notice here on Nuke is it's really tough for the terrorists to flash the CTs. The CTs are always in a position where they can hide away from the flash, and it doesn't work out for them. 2 entry frags here by Navi. Oh, a big mistake by Neo. He'll get shot down here by seized. It's 3-on-2 all of a sudden, and they will be able to push into the site and maybe get a bomb plant. Pasha has to really try and stay alive here, make the frag on seized. He still has the op, double op setup. Snax pushing in, gets the frag on Guardian, and now it's back to a 2-on-1 with the advantage for Virtus.pro. Bombs picked up by Edward. He goes towards the B site. Sneaky peeky. He'll probably get the bomb plant as well, as the CTs are far away. And now time is to the advantage of Navi, and Edward just has to be really smart. He's playing against 2 ops. One of them should pick up an M4 in this kind of situation here to give more maneuverability. And
he's got the door position, but actually Snax has an HE, which could blow the door open. So this is very interesting.
Oh, he makes the shot! Edward
completely
misses Pasha's head.
That was ridiculous. I'm surprised that pasha was able to make that shot. Yeah, he had his AWP like almost like poking through the door.
He didn't land a shot.
Through the door.
He didn't land any shots. He's asking for HP. He is 50. He thinks that he did 50 damage. He did 0.
That's a bizarre. I mean, that was an incredibly strong position. I mean, there were the nades to deal with it. They had the Molotovs and the HE and stuff to blow up the door. All this kind of stuff, but that's like not the way I pictured that round ending.
No, not at all.
11-1 is definitely very strong here from Virtus.pro. Na'Vi yet to find anything. They need the remaining 3 to even feel any level of comfort as they switch onto the next site.
Now, when you see that smoke outside, when Snax throw that smoke, it tells you that there's no AWP outside, and the terrorists should take advantage of that. Only Snax right now is holding outside with just an AK. And they can definitely push towards Secret if that's the case. He sees one T. Neo getting a frag on Guardian all the way at ramp, I believe. In fact, I think Guardian was at radio room when he made that frag. So the advantage already for Virtus.pro. Snax still holding outside. Throws down a Molotov just in case. And now pasha is here to support. Doesn't see one of the terrorists. He's just going to back away. No need to re-peek. Take it easy. Snax in garage. Has already gotten a frag on Zeus. Bieli catches one of the teams. They don't have a lot of time left. They're faffing about right now, Na'Vi. With 30 seconds left on the clock, they definitely have to do something. They're like trying to get picks on various different parts. Oh, really nicely done by C's from outside. Comes to get the frag on Neo. So now they can push towards the B site from ramp. They have to be really, really fast indeed. Bieli here and Hut. Instead, they tried to go for the A side. They tried to be really smart about it, and it didn't work out for them. What just happened there, Na'Vi?
They were kind of poking all over the place. They were trying to work with what map control they could find. Like we saw that, I mean, a lot of players died in that effort as well. I mean, and the kind of... the end of that effort is what we saw from what we saw was they managed to get some players outside. Upper wasn't really accessible. They couldn't really go down Secret. They knew that was going to be too difficult, and so they were left with Hell. And so they pushed into Hell and tried to see what they can make happen.
Yeah.
And it was really just basically just poking around and seeing what they could get. There wasn't a big plan. There was no plan there from them. So that was really the problem.
Squeaky's open, just trying to see if he can get a pick with the Galil. The dog closes back onto his face. Nice nade by Bieli to do quite a bit of damage on Zeus, taking him down to 46 HP. But it's a ramp push here by the turret. Bomb going towards that direction. There's 2 CTs waiting for them. It's pasha and Snax as well. Snax will take down Edward. Actually, Neo, sorry, will take down Seized. Guardian will quickly get the revenge kill. Good trade here for the terrorists. And this is the thing, you have to play for the trade as the T side, especially on Nuke. Don't expect to go into a site without losing players. As long as you make the trade and get the bomb plant, you're always in the advantageous position. Guardian, he's still got the bomb. He's in a 1-on-2. He knows where both of the CTs are. And Snax does the right thing of backing away. He shouldn't give Guardian an easy 1v1. Both of them now. It's weird, Snax still staying up. I don't...
What guy behind him there? It's going to be very risky.
TaZ has to be really smart about this. I think what they've done is they've decided to keep 1 CT in each site to try and stop the bomb plant. They're playing to stop the bomb plant here. And TaZ will be in a good position to stop the bomb plant on Guardian. But it's 2 1v1s that Guardian can really definitely deal with. Bomb's been planted. He sees him, fires through, doesn't do a lot of damage. Molotov on vents, just in case the support is coming through vents, but he isn't. How did Snax make that shot? Did he go down vents anyway?
He went through the fire.
He just went straight through the fire.
He just went straight in. Yeah,
13-1. Only 1 more round left in this half, and Na'Vi have only won a round, so real destruction here on Nuke by Virtus.pro, who have been absolutely solid so far.
Alright, 2 orbs, pasha and Neo. Again, the double orb is definitely a setup that you don't see super often on Nuke CT, so
nope.
Gonna have to see how they use it. I mean, would imagine ramping outside, so far though, we're going to see that pasha's going to keep himself up on heaven actually with his AWP as Neo goes to solo over on the ramp side of things. So Virtus.pro with a pretty nice setup actually, and Na'Vi so far, I mean, Guardian is going to have to come out with a pick. He's got a great position. Oh, Snax!
Snaxy, bam bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Very nice shot there from Snax.
Oh, Edward's going to get the revenge frag by using Guardian's weapon. And the thing is, one thing I've noticed during this game is Virtus.pro have not allowed the economy
of the terrorist side to reach a point where Guardian can pick up the op and do damage with it. And that's really, really good job, because once Guardian picks it up and plays a few consecutive rounds with that op, he can do a lot of damage. Even on the T side of Nuke, he can definitely get those picks. And we saw it earlier when he got that beautiful headshot pick on Snax. But here we are, starix getting a frag, and beautifully done by Edward to get 2 frags with the op that he picked up from Guardian as well. Zeus will get 1 frag on TaZ, but Neo finishes him off as Virtus.pro make it 14-1. Very close round as well. It was 1-1 at the end, but Virtus.pro coming out of that 13 rounds ahead of Na'Vi. Na'Vi basically can't lose the pistol.
That was kind of ridiculous how strong that was from Virtus.pro. It didn't seem like Na'Vi were really at the top of their game. We saw a lot of plays from them that were just I don't know. I mean,
faffing about.
It felt like there were a lot of times when they didn't have a plan.
Yeah.
There were a lot of moments when they were relying on picks as well, and it was just a situation where if you play that style and you don't hit the shots, if there's no grand plan behind it, or if there's if you don't have great setups working with it when it comes to how the smokes are playing out and how like the positions that you're going to gain, and you're just playing purely based on if pick, get position, then it's a risky game to play, especially when we saw some really good stuff coming out from people like Pasha and the rest of them as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there was that one round where Pasha got like a 4 kill with his AWP just out of nowhere. The final shot he missed when the guy was standing still, which we've all done.
It would have been a perfect ace. It would have just been perfect. Pasha, huge 4K. And then finish it off. You need that ace just to have it. But he faffed the shot. And it should be, if the highlight reel is made, they need to have that final faff, like where he just misses a shot.
They need to just correct it so the guy dies. So he hits the shot.
Oh yeah, they could play that little the sound effect, you know, the bow 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 at the end after he gets.
That's too painful. The thing is that I feel for him because I've done that so many times in CS. Like it's like you hit the 6 shots and then it's like the guys. It's because the guy's not looking at you, so you like you don't compensate. You're trying to compensate for like a dodge.
Did you compare yourself to biceps?
No, not at all. But but have you missed someone standing still before?
I have, but I never compare myself to biceps. Something obviously happened there to Pasha.
What was it? What would you suggest?
It wasn't something we mere humans and mere mortals experience. I don't know, his bicep must have been too strong, and it kind of like moved the mouse further than he'd expect it to.
Well, it's going to be a 14-1 situation, so it doesn't even matter how like Pasha's bicep's performing now, because
it doesn't really matter at all.
Because
he just needs 2 rounds.
Yeah. And it's
no armor. No, only Pasha with the armor. Actually, Biali, sorry, Biali's got armor as well.
Yeah. Well, the grenades have so much utility on this map for the teams. I mean, they do on a lot of maps, but obviously, like, if you can cut off the angles to make the Glock train even stronger. Yeah. Then with the Glock train, often the armor doesn't like often matter.
Beautiful. This is really smart here by the terrorists. And actually, though, Pasha for some reason just tried to kind of wrap around and push into A main, try and get that frag. Guardian shoots it down. He's only got 6 HP on the Guardian. Yeah, we have 4 CTs with armor here. They go towards the B site. The CTs have rotated there to try and hold them off. Nice smoke as well. He will be able to get the... Oh! Edward! Beautiful! Perfect. Nicely done by Edward. Stops the bomb plant. Sees there with a 5-7. Take down Neo. Now it's a 3-on-2. The bomb's down. And it's being picked up. I think he's going to try and go towards the A site to plant it. Really smart there by Snax. We'll take down Biali. Could get the bomb plant though. Snax with that Molotov he purchased as well.
Okay, for the fake there, the player not as close as before. Still gets a bit of a jewel, but he cannot waste time. Oh,
Snaxy!
Beautiful. He's got a lot of time to play with, and they're both on the upper side now. But Snax doesn't necessarily know their positions still. Only knows where one is for sure, and this is the problem. He's going to have to go for the gamble because time is against him.
Oh yeah, you can see that Na'Vi right now are really, really cautious. Oh, he lands quite a lot of shots on starix. He's only on 16 HP. Snax is still alive. Bomb's been planted, and now the clock is ticking to his advantage. starix should be shot down here. They've just made it onto 2 1v1s. This is absolutely disastrous by Na'Vi. What is going on? Snax wins that 3v1 clutch. Gets the bomb plant as well on the T side of Nuke. Disastrous. Absolutely disastrous. What were they thinking? I don't think they were even thinking.
The funny thing is that bomb was actually being planted on the lower site, then it got planted on almost on the upper site, and then it went down on the lower site.
Exactly.
But yeah, brilliant
like
stuff.
Pass the potato with the bomb.
It was a great round. I mean, Snax played it just really, really well.
It is very smart. Very, very smart play by Snax.
So we'll have to see if Na'Vi can do any damage here. They've got a mag, the Eagle, CZ, 5-7, and of course the Scout.
I never knew you could make that jump.
And so, I mean, Virtus.pro, they've already lost Pasha to the scout headshot. They don't want to make the same mistake twice. They just got to go together, and they should be fine. The problem is these close ranges. I mean, an outside approach would be ideal, to be honest. But we'll have to see if they can make this work out.
Tasmanian Devil with an MP9. Oh, he's getting the frag on Taz. He gets another frag up down. He's doing pretty good round here. And a complete flop of that spray.
Give Navi the second round.
It's kind of interesting because you know that they're going to have a force buy.
Yeah.
So, and you have like really good weapons. So, I mean, why not just go outside? Why not go outside? I don't know. I personally like outside more because you're not going to be risking against, because mags will happen. Mags are going to happen on this map. They just will. If you don't have the money to buy properly, you're getting a mag to at least do door or the hut area. It's just so good. It's just so good in those areas. It's also really good around secret and around the vents area.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot of utility to it. So you can expect the mags to come into play. So looks like there is a mic problem for one of the players. Although at this point, you almost think that it's already over. So it's very curious.
Play with no comms, Virtus.pro. Don't worry about it. It's just a round.
So Virtus.pro giving up a round there, Na'Vi taking it and earning quite a lot of money out of the mags, and also, of course, picking up the weapons. So it's a nice situation for them in that regard, but not really anywhere else. 15-2.
They should have not lost the pistol round. That's the thing that they shouldn't have lost, especially when there was a 3v1 situation against Snax. Na'Vi, if they won the pistol round, they are a team that have the ability on the CT side to rack a lot of rounds. You can't say they can't do that. They definitely have the ability. They do have the talent. They do have the skill. They do have the team cohesion. But Virtus.pro are very good on the T side, even on Nuke. And it's interesting to see this map, Nuke, because they don't play this map. Na'Vi doesn't like this map, and neither does Virtus.pro. But weirdly enough, they both didn't veto it, so it was still in the map pool.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them both play pretty well on here in the past. It's one of those maps where...
I mean, they can play it well, but it's not a map they practice. I mean, Na'Vi started to play Nuke a bit more, but it was a map they never played.
It's one of those maps where you can play it well, but you don't really want to play it because it can be a bit gambly.
Yeah,
like it's a little bit gambly. Like they're better, more stable maps that you want to find yourself on. Cash, Inferno, even Mirage. I mean, Mirage especially for Virtus, like and Na'Vi, they're both great there. So yeah, despite even having a strong kind of CT versus T dynamic, it's still much more favorable than Nuke.
Exactly. You're right. But 14-1. Oh wait, 15-1. 2-2. They just won a round. Yeah, 15-2.
And we're back into the action.
It must really hurt them. It must be pretty damaging to their egos.
They just can't afford to lose any other matches. That's just all it is. Obviously, Virtus.pro in a very good position. Going to be feeling great.
For armor, they've decided to go for a full buy here.
Why not? They can just buy every single round. I mean, this is something that they should do, I think, because they only need one round to win, so they might as well buy every round. They're going to start getting that consecutive round loss bonus as well, and that'll eventually have them able to buy AKs every round with armor. So they might as well go for it and
why not
give it a shot? Yeah, I mean, because if also they're able to take down some weapons, they're at least going to keep the economy down in Na'Vi.
Yeah.
And that's like worst case, is that you keep the economy down. Unless they completely fail, then get any frag.
Oh, they've done quite a lot of damage on starix, so they get to push him, and they will make the frag in the ramp area. TaZ taking down starix, picking up that free AK-47. Snax has got the armor as well, and he takes down Edward. Great start here for Virtus.pro. As they've already taken on two of the CT players. Seas goes down as he tries to go for that flank coming up from behind, and Pasha takes down Guardian near heaven, and it's absolute destruction. It looks like Virtus.pro finally put the nail on the coffin here and ended this map, as only Zeus is remaining against 5, and Pasha and Neo don't have a lot of HP. He will be finished off. Virtus.pro win the first map in flying colors, 16-2. Complete destruction coming in from the poles against the Ukrainian side. I mean, we expected them to win, but not at this margin. But that's Nuke for you. Nuke CT side. You start off on the CT side, you make wonders.
It felt... I think that was the most one-sided match we've had today, and it's not one I would have predicted if I could have looked at all the matches. So, very interesting result there. At least for Nadi's sake, it's Virtus.pro. I mean, they can lose to Virtus.pro, and they're going to be going up, with easier matchups than Virtus.pro.
It's true. But Na'Vi at the same time, they're thinking ahead, and they're thinking, we might have to play Virtus.pro again in the future, and if they can do this to us on this map,
yeah,
it's not a great prospect to juggle.
Yeah, I think they're going to be much. I don't think Nuke's going to pop up again for them against Virtus.pro, so they should be fine. So on that note, I think it's time for a quick break, guys, and we'll come back with the next matches to conclude Group D for the night. So see you after this.